This is Oklahoma's own News 9.
Oh, welcome back. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Joining me today, Tanner Bergman, to talk about boosting mental health at the workplace. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the positive effects of boosting your mental health for all your employees around.
Yeah, well, it's a really important topic, and the reality is that our employees, they're humans first, and so that is the way we approach it is a human first, strengths-based approach, acknowledging that employees are human first, you know, and so we have to meet at that level, and there's a massive benefit to the organization from a return on investment or anything like that, but that's a byproduct. That's not why we do it. The people are the why. There's a huge benefit to the individual.
It can be expensive to pay for services. If you don't have that large of budget, what can people do, what can employers do to help their employees?
Sure, that's a great question, and I think it's one of the things that can lead us to kind of disconnect from this idea, this conversation. When you hear about innovative work, we go to money, right? We're trying to protect companies and organizations and the bottom line, right? However, you don't have to have a on-site well-being advisor like we have at Paycom. This is a human matter, and we're all humans, and so we can start there by learning to listen, learning to recognize and respond and connect individuals with the resources that are there. You don't have to have special programs. These are human matters, and we have to break the stigma to start having the conversation.
And what's the main benefit for employers to focus on their employees' mental health year-round?
Yeah, well, we have to realize that mental health has been impacting our workforce for a long time, right? Whether we have acknowledged it or addressed it or not. So the reality is that once we start addressing it and talking about it and reducing the stigma and realizing that mental health is health. It's not weird. You're not an anomaly when you experience it. People thrive, and you can cultivate environments where people will do their best, and we know that they will. So there's productivity increase. They're able to find better engagement, higher levels of engagement, better well-being, and really thrive instead of just survive.
And I only have a few seconds left. If you could point to where someone can look up, where to get mental health resources if they can't find it through their employer, where would you point them to?
Sure, there's a lot of different resources around. So one, the suicide hotline or the helpline 988. You know, we have this streamlined number you can dial now, 988. There's a lot of really wonderful resources around Oklahoma City, a lot of community mental health centers, a lot of private practices, so a lot of really good resources that you can just look up. They're pretty available, but we have to start talking about it and drive the utilization to those resources.
Absolutely. Tanner, thank you for joining us this morning. We'll toss it over to Jed for a look at our weekend forecast.